Hi everyone, it's Mara. It's Wednesday and it's Sharing Wellness, Promoting Health Wednesday. So tonight I decided for the next 5 months, the last Wednesday of every month, I'm going to talk about traditional Chinese medicine and the elements. So again, the information's for educational purposes only. Traditional Chinese medicine looks at things in an energetic way. They look at the body in an energetic way. They have 5 elements which kind of flow with the seasons. They have yin and yang, which are the opposites. They have the life force energy, and everything flows through the body. So right now it's winter time, and the TCM element is water. Now, although every one of us is a combination of the elements, water, earth, fire, metal, wood, some of us may be a little bit more dominant in one than the other. So when we talk about the water element, we're talking about fluid. It's ever-changing. You can feel like you're a peaceful lake or a raging flood. It's the most basic element in traditional Chinese medicine. It coincides with the flow of blood and lymph, and it kind of represents how flexible we are as an individual. There's emotions associated with the element, which would be fear or rigidity. If you're excess or deficient, and when the water element's balanced, we're going to have wisdom and understanding. That's kind of where that saying is, he was so scared he almost wet his pants. So it's also associated with the kidney and the bladder, as well as the adrenals, because the adrenals is how our body kind of responds to fear. It's associated with the color blue, the climate's cold, and the season is winter, and that's where we're at right now. I don't know where you're at, but where I'm at, and we just had a little bit of an ice storm a couple days ago, and it's going to be a whopping 15 degrees tonight. So knowing that water is associated with the kidney, bladder, and adrenals, it's also kind of tied to our structural system. So a diet really heavy in protein, or foods that create an acidic waste in the blood. You can't filter it out, so you're going to retain water, or you're going to have a lack of water. To balance the pH in the body's going to go to the bones and the muscles and the tissues to get the minerals, to keep the pH in the body balanced. And over time, that can weaken the structural system. So that's why they're tying the structural system and TCM to the water element, because things are accumulating, we're not fluid, they're not flowing. So many people with excess water may notice that if their water's excess or stress, that they have some water retention, some late afternoon sluggishness. They may wake up a lot at night to go to the bathroom. They may feel heavy, have heavy feelings, have backache, leg pains, prostate problems, PNS, maybe a lot of bladder infections. Emotionally, you may feel that you have excess fear. You maybe feel like you don't have as much confidence as you should. You're lacking a backbone, or you're kind of indecisive. It's hard for you to make a decision. So natural things you can do for stressed or excess water would be to take herbs that move things out of the body, like juniper berry, uva ursi, dandelion, marshmallow. They kind of soothe and get things moving in the body. They have properties that do that. You know, I like to use the Qi machine, because the Qi machine helps to promote circulation and lymphatic drainage. Emotionally, you're going to probably feel pretty fearful, because, you know, you're kind of stuck. So the Qi machines can also help you relax. But there's also other things you can do, like Bach flowers and essential oils. And I love Rescue Remedy when you're in fear, because you're kind of in shock. And that has 5 flowers in it: Star of Bethlehem, rock rose, impatiens, clematis, and cherry plum, that really help the body cope with stress and cope with fear. Essential oils that would be kind of relaxing or help the body move things as well would be chamomile, cypress, eucalyptus, and patchouli, because they may help get things moving in the body. And bergamot, frankincense, and rose are going to help you mood-wise. So the essential oils that are going to get things moving are like cypress, eucalyptus, because they increase circulation, and bergamot, frankincense, and rose is going to kind of calm that fear feeling you're feeling. If you're deficient on the other end of water, they would say that you have a weakened water or a deficient water. You may notice that you have dark circle under your eyes, maybe you're really stiff, you have chronic back and leg pain, maybe some brittle bones, curvature of the spine, uneven shoulders or hips. You're going to the bathroom all the time, and maybe you have a lot of afternoon or night sweats. You know, emotionally, they say that for a weakened water, chronic stress, a hardened attitude, an inability to adapt or change due to fear, inflexible thinking, and you're kind of one of those people that burn the candle at both ends. So when your water is weakened or deficient, they associate that with a kidney weakness. So you would want to strengthen the kidneys in the body using herbs. So noni or morinda, minerals, adaptogenic herbs to support the adrenals like cordyceps or ginseng. Also, again, you may want to try a chi machine to loosen tight muscles, temporarily relieve muscle aches and pains, as well as promoting circulation. Things you can do emotionally for a deficient water would be like Bach flowers to help you with your chronic stress or rigidity, aspen, scleranthus, mimulus, serrato, rock rose, and then relaxing and balancing essential oils, again, bergamot, frankincense, neroli, vetiver, ylang-ylang. Vetiver is very grounding and very calming. So I'm kind of talking about these because I think it's really interesting how, as I go through them, you may resonate with one of the elements. Maybe people have told you that you're kind of rigid and it's really hard for you to change. And this element represents the flow to go with the times, you know. You're just ever changing, you know, everything's running smoothly in the body. You're just kind of a peaceful lake and you're just kind of moseying along. Or, you know, maybe you're the type of person that tends to be in a raging flood. You're, you know, high drama, high strung, you know. But it's an important element because it's our ever-changing fluid. It coincides with the flow of our blood and our lymph and how flexible we are. And it's really important, especially now, to maintain flexibility and be able to kind of go with the flow. So that's why I wanted to share that with you tonight. So I hope you got something out of it. I think it's really interesting. You know, I love my Chi machine, and I love sharing different tidbits with you every Wednesday night. So be well until we talk again next week.